That was that nicely timed.
Have you
Very
actually
nicely
started recording?
timed.
Yes, we have. The last few minutes have been recorded.
It's only because I can't see a record sign on the thing.
It was there, and it is recorded.
And the timestamp is 3:16.
Ah, excellent.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yes!
What?
Yeah!
What?
One beer.
No. What? No.
2 beer.
Okay, I'm finished.
If y'all want Jonathan to press play,
There we
give me
go.
hell yeah!
Press the hit already, Dave.
And welcome back to Weekend at Amy's.
Hey, welcome to the chaos.
Back in the room.
Tell me it isn't chaos.
No, it really fucking is.
It's actually misery.
I actually don't know now whether I should actually be professional on it now, but I'm trying to be.
It's really cute when you try and do that.
Yeah. They're always like kind of saying, you should be a bit more professional. Then when I try, everyone just talks over it. So whatever.
I disagree.
We're so used to just messing.
Of course.
Yeah. So we're in the back row this time. This is weird.
Yeah.
We're in the production booth. This is.
As you can see, we've been delegated to the back.
Tall people to the back.
Tall and loudest people to the back.
Tall people, the ones that are too loud, and the ones that generally just have the back issues that need the stands.
That's mostly you though today, to be fair.
Shut
Yeah.
up. Need
Stop
a
trying to
support
pun
system.
on someone else.
that need a support system because I literally had that moment was like, it's going to be a good take. The fuck it is. That's literally what happened to me today. But we are back with Weekend at Amy's. We are still on our Stephen King month.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Binge.
Binge.
Yeah.
Binge.
Binge.
And we are joined again by Laura and Dave.
He actually came back.
Yeah.
We didn't scare them off.
They never according to Dave's shirt, he never left.
They actually, neither of them left. Laura just changed shirt and that's it. Like.
Yeah.
I'm all about the continuity.
So as I said, we are keeping up with the Stephen King binge, and tonight we are this afternoon tonight, we are watching Misery.
Yay, Katey Bates.
Starring Oscar winner Katey Bates. She won her Oscar for this. The late James Caan, who was not the first choice for this movie. It was actually Jack Nicholson.
No, James
Not
Caan.
surprising.
Oh, I mean, I can picture Jack Nicholson
Jack
now,
Nicholson
and I'm
was
like,
the
nah.
first choice for this and said no because he didn't want to spend the whole movie lying in a bed. If anything, for me, that's fucking heaven.
Yes.
Could you really see him as a cripple, kind of like?
get-
I can
see the crazy eyes.
I can
Not
see
as
Jack
submissive,
Nicholson
but
in the
crippled,
Kathy
yes.
Bates role.
Yeah.
But
To
he's like,
be
I can't
paid.
see
This
him
is
in the
not
Hall
first
Show.
officer.
really
Anyway.
rapey
To
for
be
me to be like,
paid
he was
to
sitting
lie
there like,
in bed.
do you want to touch it? You know, that type
Like,
of.
that's
Like if it
ideal.
was James Caan.
Well, you Gary Glitter.
He's
all of a
staying here,
sudden.
by the way. I'm taking him
No, they look
home.
alike, I
Jesus
suppose.
Christ, so much.
Wow, we started early.
Starts
haven't we?
there
Yeah.
early,
It's like we
yeah.
haven't even had that much to drink.
You went straight to the paedophile.
We have already played the paedophile card.
And he's
That's,
not even drinking. He's on water.
What's the
that's a
timestamp?
brave choice, that is.
Jeez,
It's a brave
It's
choice.
a bold choice, Colin. Let's see.
Let's see if it pays off.
To be fair, Robin Williams in Aladdin, when he
colour.
does the Jack Nicholson, does look more like Gary Glitter, to be fair.
Jesus Christ.
Can we move
Hey,
on
don't
from
people.
the...
We are going to be starting the movie. Excellent. So we are going to be watching the 1990 movie Misery. On this one, it stars Katey Bates, the late James Caan. I actually forgot he died. I had to double check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, to
Yeah.
check it. And this is actually what Katey Bates won her Oscar for.
Yeah.
So, as I said, we're keeping on the Stephen King binge. So whenever we are all in the ready,
Yep.
we all good?
We are
Let's
all good.
start. Boom.
I honestly can't picture Kathy Bates without saying foosball.
Do you know what? I think I don't know if that was like the best career option for her or the worst. But then again, you
What,
kind
the
of
water boy?
oh my god, the steam on the camera.
Actually,
Like,
that is
was
fantastic. That is
we got smoke machines. We're just using the oven.
Stephen
We
King.
should have done like a reveal or something, or someone just emerged from the steam. It's like, oh hey, it's Jerry Soul.
And Casey has arrived.
Do you know what I was kind of
No, he
hoping?
isn't.
I was kind of hoping that Aaron would be here and you wouldn't tell Jerry.
We
Just
would
for the
never
reaction.
invite Aaron.
We would never invite
Because
Aaron.
he'd walk in on the camera, he'd look to the left, and he'd fucking walk back out again.
David, in fact, it's a trick question. We would never invite Aaron up here.
This is also our second Rob Reiner film. In our second King. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
But yeah.
No.
No, just put them there. Sorry, I don't mean to do that to you, fuck.
Has anyone here actually read the book on this? Besides me?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Half of it.
So this is actually probably, again, this is where Rob Reiner kind of really comes into play.
I can't read.
This sticks very closely to the book. There's only like some aspects of it that have been changed, but it's fucking phenomenal. I think I read the book in a day. took me like 7.5 hours. Because I had to stop, and the only reason why I had to stop was because it was freaking me out too much.
Do you want the burger sauce?
No.
Those what do you think are fucking delicious.
Aren't they so
Put it in the
good?
fridge.
I didn't go that far with
That's why you were so excited that they potentially be gluten free.
I never went that far with it, like thrown it in the freezer.
That's what Martin Steers looked at last night.
I'm not convinced by that. You're gonna be okay. As she says, looks there and blinking at unblinkingly at you.
Give me another pint of Guinness there.
Oh god, damn.
Right, good, yeah.
Really good burger.
Aim to please here.
Kira, top notch.
Thank you.
Kale, clean.
Crispy onions.
Want some chips?
I'm okay just now actually.
No, I was wrong. The film I was thinking about Ben Affleck was the one with Rosamund Pike.
What?
Oh,
Gone Girl.
Gone
Gone
Girl. That's the one.
Yeah, that is horrific.
Such a fucking
That and
bitch.
Gone Baby Gone. Gone Baby Gone is probably the one film that
Gone Baby Gone
struggled
had
with
to be
in the
put
cinema.
back because of the Madeline McCann.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh.
So I've never seen this movie, right?
Okay.
But my co-worker, who's a big fan of Stephen King herself, has warned me that Katey Bates is exactly the type of person we used to work with in the job, who famously tried to get me sacked with a bad reference.
Oh, bitch.
Yep. So I will be studying Katey Bates to see did I actually come across, did I actually meet a real life one
Oh, you did.
in my job.
It was actually one of those things. So Stephen King for a long time didn't actually tell people what this movie was in reference to. Because a lot of people were like, holy shit, was there a crazy fan? Because bearing in mind, Stephen King did have a massively major road accident where he was nearly killed after he was knocked down. And Family Guy take great joy in making a joke about him, which is hilarious. But this is actually in regards to his substance abuse.
Yeah, no.
And this is what that was
Thank you
written
very
to. So Kathy Bates is actually his demons in a sense. So when you're watching this, Kathy Bates' character, Annie Wilkes, is basically like his,
The representation of
the
the
representation
drugs.
of what his drug usage was. Like he wrote my favourite Stephen King book is Pet Sematary. I know it's fucking horrifically for that one to be my favourite, but he cannot remember even like writing that book because he was so high on drugs. But it is also the only book that he ever wrote where he didn't think he should send it to be published because it freaked him the fuck out so much. Have you ever read it?
No.
Fuck me. Like I've read it close up to 10 times, which is very small. Like that's a low number for me for rereading books. Considering Jaws is, I have to buy a new version of Jaws every like 3 years because I reread it so often.
You break the spine.
Oh, not only break the spine, the front cover was gone, and Jaws is no longer in publication. So it's really difficult to find.
Is it not? Okay.
Yeah, they take it out of publication for a while, and then for a then when it comes up to another issue, it'll go.
No
for
change,
ages.
because I'm in bookstores a lot. So.
Yeah, just if you ever do say, just let me know. Like it took me months to try and find a new version of The Outsiders. I was like, you fucking wankers.
Have you ever seen Stephen King's cameo in Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
So good.
He's the cleaner.
Yeah. And the cleaner.
We have a bit of a tidbit for you all.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, thanks to IMDb.
A tibbit.
Yeah. So, James Caan once showed up to the set hungover and all the scenes he shot that day were unusable. Rob Reiner told Caan that he had to do the scenes again because there was a problem at the lab. When Caan learned that it had nothing to do with the labs, he actually offered to cover the money that he lost, that they lost in the studio. So like that's a top-notch thing.
Gent.
There was also something like that on Jaws. There's actually
Yeah.
a thing with Jaws on that one. So, Robert Shaw
Yeah.
had gotten absolutely shit-faced when they were doing the.
Sensing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Where we're doing
You
the,
told us this.
the USS Indianapolis speech. So half of that he's stone cold sober, and half of it he's completely drunk. But because of how into it that you actually can't tell which is which. So you're I'm always genuinely curious, and so I would have loved to have seen what he was like fully incapacitated, like how.
Because they couldn't use it.
But half of it you could use.
Yeah.
I imagine, like in my mind, I'm just picturing like Pat Kenny when he's in do that for Father Ted. You know, he's like,
Kenny.
no, not Pat Kenny, John Kenny, when he's doing the when he's doing the bit for Father Ted, you know, Song for Ireland, and he's the host, and he's there, and he's actually he's like sweltering and fucking like.
You sure it's
mumbling.
John Kenny?
It's John Kenny from the Unbelievables.
Pat Short, no?
Pat Short and John Kenny.
Mm.
So John Kenny or John Kenny? Oh, John Kenny. I think.
I mean, Dave to get that because you're eating.
I made the BBC.
No, this is when he was like he is the actual host for the
Pat Short.
for. It's not Pat
It's
Short. It's
Pat Short.
not Pat Short. It's the other one. It's John Kenny. Then you know.
And so ends the friendship.
Throw up the X. This friendship is over.
Are you fucking for real?
Did you remember that as Pat Short?
Yeah.
In
No,
fairness,
there's
I
two
would
of
have loved that to be Pat Short. To be
There was
honest.
two of them. There was two of them. Oddly enough,
Oh, hold on a second.
They're both in the same episode, I think. Are they?
John
Yeah.
Kenny is the owner of the cinema. Passion of Saint Tobias.
St. Tibulus.
Yeah, and he got used then as the and he's the host of the Song for Ireland.
Was he?
Yes.
Honestly,
No, Pat Short is your man, father, a kid, man. He's Tom.
one of the
Oh fuck!
one
yes.
of the funniest episodes ever is Passion of St. Tibulus.
That's what they were paired together. But it was like I just imagine like you know like Robert Shaw was just like him just like drunk and incomprehensible backstage and suddenly once the lights were on. Hello and welcome to Song for Ireland.
Hello.
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 Just change when she ages.
He's like Stan.
She just gets a bit wrinklier now, so she still looks the exact same.
Hey, how's it going?
What's awful is that she's so good at being like bad.
Her
Really
and
is.
Louise Fletcher have to have a row sometimes just to see who could be like the more passive aggressive.
I just want to point out Louise Fletcher.
Who's now dead, yeah. But
So I really hope they're not
So
having.
I'm
an
pretty sure
argument.
she might win that one.
She probably will win it now,
No,
yeah.
no, one spirit box and you are in the zone.
Yes, very true. Guess where about.
Go to her house.
Gaslighting is real, my friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still struggle to understand what gaslighting is, but I get it once it's explained to
It's
me.
okay,
I
Dave, you wouldn't
forget it
understand.
so easy. I know. Do I? No, maybe. Fuck, I don't know.
That was
I enjoy my food too much to care. That's a good burger, Jonathan. A really good burger.
No, I
You
can't
should
take all
make
the
them all
credit.
the time.
You can't take any of the credit.
I can't take any of the credit.
I
No.
saw
I was gonna
Kira
say
do everything.
Kira.
This is the moment he knew.
He fucked
I'm
up.
Not yet.
fucked.
Not yet.
No.
No,
I
not
just
yet.
thought, oh, that was a bit weird.
He's like, it's a bit awkward. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? She's explained it to me correctly, so why not think of anything else?
Now here comes the
So,
prospect.
I will actually say now in the book, because as I said, none of you have read it, whereas I have. There is a lot more kind of explanations as to why he's at her house. And it kind of there is an awful more like of people he's trying to get in contact with. It's not just it hasn't come up to it yet, but he only mentions trying to contact his daughter.
Yeah.
He has asked for the phone when he thinks the phone
He asked
will
for
be
the
up.
phone an awful lot of time. I need to call my agent. I need to call my daughter. My ex-wife needs to know her. So he does in the book. He does kind of ask an awful lot more. Whereas this, it's kind of shown that he doesn't really kind of seek. It's just, oh shit, it's my daughter's birthday. So
So are they actually a couple?
They in
She just
real
tried to
life-
wank him off in the car.
I'm actually nearly 99% sure they actually are a couple in general.
Okay,
in,
fair enough, fair
in
enough.
life they were. This was one of his. This is two of theirs. Actually, I think last roles.
Ah, right, okay. Now the leg touching and rubbing makes sense.
Small town sheriff's department. It's not due to a lack of.
I love how we're all just so understanding of that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Nah.
Don't know whether that's a Scrubs
Just a
reference
small
or not.
town world. Living in alone.
Living in a Steve King novel.
I'd be fucking. Imagine waking up in like a universe where you've read. Fucked. I would be fucked. I was like, oh god, there's a fucking clown in your sewers, guys. Just know this.
I take it that's the car snowed over by the tree. And,
Not yet.
Absolutely.
Daddy, come get me out. Get the shovel.
So, so this is how much the snowfall is. They will not find that car
No.
for months.
Over there.
So you just need to go through what the time period of him actually being trapped there is.
Yeah.
Alright, there you go.
Oh, if he'd just fallen a little bit further.
Hollywood, baby. It's always just that little
The thing
bit
about
further.
it is, though, is like this. There is a particular problem. He's like he knows himself There's a
Something's not right.
possibility.
Mm.
But he's already, so the agent has already told him, look, we haven't heard from him. So the possibility is like, I'm interested in this. Kind of something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
And then moments like this where they cross paths.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you motherfucker.
That'd be quite common for a small town.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone knows each other. The same
So
way
you
that
wouldn't
like
think anything of it, just passing someone on the street.
It's like they know Annie. But
Yeah.
you'll get to know Annie's backstory a little bit more throughout it.
Okay.
But this is literally the only time where he actually mentions it's my daughter's birthday. And then after that, they don't really kind of give much into as to why he kind of needs to get home. So
yeah.
I mean, you kind of need to get home because you don't want to be stuck in someone's bed.
Exactly,
It's a crazy weirdo, but apart from that, yeah.
bearing in mind, I'm nearly sure that we've already they already did the leg reveal.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
think
like
so,
you
yeah.
can kind of see how bad it kind of is. And also for 1990, it's fucking spam.
Hey, look, spam.
Fucking spam.
Spam, spam.
He's wanting me to buy spam from, and I'm like, no.
Just for the joke, or
No,
because
just
you're...
No, he
because I've
actually
never had
wants
it.
it.
I've never had it.
You don't need to.
Neither have I.
I've had it. I'm actually I'm half and half on it. Like I eat it.
Would greatly insulting.
It's ham. Like it is a pork product. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never eat it
You'll
then.
never eat it. you can watch from afar as we like. It's massive in Hawaii.
Spam and eggs, baby. 51st dates.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
So now all I have is spam a lot in my head. Spam, 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 spam,
Spam.
You see, he's thinking of just the normal
Monty Python
Monty Python, whereas
generally,
I'm
yeah.
going,
Yeah.
I'm
Random
going,
sketch.
I've gone the musical route.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas it did come from the.
It came to
Yeah,
the
no, I
sketch.
know
It
that,
came
but
like-
It's like,
I've got the full tap dance routine going there.
see, even when
Is
you
what I'm
say,
saying.
even when
I
you're,
think the thing is, I don't know which one of us needs help more. In this
oh no,
I'm going with both. I have both.
no, you see, Kira gets away with it because it's a musical. I can't because I'm hearing there's like Terry Jones going spam, spam, and more spam. It's that just goes here.
Eggs, spam, spam, peas, and spam. Or you can have spam, 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 spam.
Can I have spam, 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 spam?
And then the Vikings in the corner just starts going spam, spam, spam.
I'm not gonna lie though as well. I fucking
Anybody
don't
else
have a
knows the
pet
bottle
peeve.
of baby oil in the chest there? That could be quite worrying when you're looking at it.
I'm more worried about the hog that's in the bedroom, to be honest.
Hey,
No,
you
that's-
leave misery alone, okay? That pig is a godsend.
That pig is who he's going to be fed to. There.
Happy pig. Alright, fucking.
Hannibal Lecter.
No, not Hannibal Lecter.
Criminal
Lecter.
Minds.
Hannibal Lecter.
That
That's,
did happen in
what
Hannibal.
the fuck's his name?
They were fed to the pigs.
No, Hannibal didn't do that. That's
No,
not-
but like the
What's,
film.
yeah, but what's the character's name that
I know.
actually has the.
Can't remember.
Fuck, Gary Oldman played him in the film.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that for years.
Well, he was uncredited, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah.
It also
He was
inspired an
uncredited.
episode of Criminal Minds where
Yes.
the people got fed to pigs.
Yeah.
That's actually quite common for serial killers to actually feed them to pigs.
It's a very good way of
Yeah,
It's
because he's
yeah.
born and everything.
yeah, because you gotta have forensic evidence to.
Fuck, what the hell?
They're
Mason Verger! Mason fucking Verger!
Mason
That's the
Verger.
character. Thank you, that was the character's name.
Berger.
Yeah.
They literally say in Criminal Minds like how effective it is, because literally the only way they were figuring it out was by how many pairs of shoes were
Yeah.
left.
It's unbelievable. Well, she's fucking talking to you about how great the weather is. Or how much she loves your books. And you're just like
Yep.
trying to piss into a milk jug, love. Do you mind?
God, it's so lovely outside.
It's
a shame that you
almost time
can't
to
have
start peeing.
Like, fucking pee stage fright is a real fucking thing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it. It's like, oh, it's such a lovely day outside. It's a shame you can't walk.
not yet.
It's like, that's great. Colin.
Also,
You,
how long were you waiting to go for that piss, sir?
mm.
I don't know, I think I done about 2 litres yesterday.
Lovely.
Dave, of course, measures his urine.
Don't look at me when you say it. I'm
I wa-
trying to eat, man.
I work in a job where urine is kind of central to it, and even I'm disgusted. Although, in fairness, that's quite a healthy colour.
That's Amy done for the day.
I love you too much.
Some more crispy onions.
Also a similar shade of yellow.
Mm.
To be fair, I felt like that after a few books I've read and seasons I've watched.
Did
How
you
could you kill him?
I'm gonna jump to Sheldon's defense here. This is in the 1800s. Women died during childbirth all the goddamn
Yeah,
time.
yes,
You
that's
lived. You were the exception.
Yeah. So listening to an audiobook and work that my manager recommended, and I just slammed the headphones down and stared at her going, "How dare they?"
Kira, do you want to explain what happened during the week?
Here, what happened during the week?
Yeah, what happened?
Now rewrite the book, you son of a bitch.
I'm finishing up the second book of the Skullman series, right? Really recommend. Comes to the last line. I don't want to ruin it because I know you're going to read
I
it.
am going to read it.
I literally sat up because I was in the comfy corner. You fucking bastard! Shook the book on the coffee table, went in, got the third book, and sat down.
Love it.
I'm one of those things like,
If I had to wait a year, because there was a year between when that book was released,
Oh god.
and the second, I was like,
I can't remember which book series it was, but it was a series, and it was the last book in the series, and they were done with it. And the point of the matter was the main character did not make the choice of love interest that I was
Yeah,
banking
that's
on,
mine. Yeah.
to the extent where I just went, fuck this. And we were on a beach holiday at the time, and the book went right out the window. I was done. I was so done with it. My mom was like, what the fuck did you just do? I was like, that book. She goes, what was wrong with it? And I says, she made the wrong decision. And my mom was just like, so you fucked it out the window? I was like, that's the right decision.
So you go get a copy, you read it, and then you'll do the same.
Oh, good job.
So, just
Let's
out of
don't
context,
waste
the rest are trying to climb out of the cage.
My mom's actual, like, my mom's, like,
When your legs don't work like
theory
they
on
used
it
to
was,
before.
there's no one has a St. Bernard around where we live.
Clearly, he was singing about
We're
that.
never going to come in contact with a St.
one
Bernard.
across the road.
Right, that's now though. I mean, because they
Oh
were
no, no,
great.
St. Bernard is that's a Bernese.
That's
dog.
Bernese, yeah.
Different.
Bernese
different.
down dogs.
The
You
Bernese
find,
morning
you
dog.
can find so many of them. Whereas St. Bernards are that much more expensive. You're
Yes.
very rarely going to find one in
Yes.
Dublin.
Yeah.
So my mom was like,
Bernese have only become popular in the last couple of years. Wow.
"Thank you,
That-
President
that-
Michael D. Higgins."
So Michael D.
That's
yeah.
literally
Yeah,
it.
that definitely is wrestlers trying to get out of the cage.
It's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Enter all
He's at the
heart.
door.
That's why
Legs and your legs!
Wow. We got an own heart reference in.
There you go.
May he rest in peace.
After seeing some of the footage of the AEW fight game, I don't think he is going to rest in peace.
Game looks like so much fun. Like,
It looks
just,
like I'm not even into fucking games like that, and even I'm kind of like that. Actually looks like good crack.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
I was thinking of getting it, yeah.
Apparently,
It's
Jay has
just a-
said don't get the PC version.
Oh, no, I'd never get the PC.
nah, I get it on my Xbox One.
Like, I'm just saying you can treat to see what
It
it's
just
like.
looks like a throwback to SmackDown 1 and 2, like the old
Yeah.
school games. Like, you just,
No Mercy is the first thing that came across there. With the health bars.
Oh, yeah.
I love that it's just like this tiny little footnote basically in the
But
paper.
the
Yeah.
thing is, though, it isn't a couple of days. This months have passed.
Yeah.
There's a massive time pass in this. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like with this.
It's like, oh, by the way, has anyone still, like, you know, whatever.
So, it has gone from front page to literally you are now just a foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is happening at the start of winter, let's say, and where they are, they have that much of a heavy snowfall that even if he did die on Earth, we're not going to find him till spring.
Yeah.
We won't find the dead body until spring.
I mean, to be fair, if they'd given him a double bed, at least he would have been a little bit more comfy.
Do you know how expensive double beds were in those days?
Just beds in general.
Yeah.
Because they're always expensive.
Yeah. We looked to buy a new mattress, and yeah, I'll wait a few years. It's a nice draft coming in somewhere. It's a nice draft coming in there.
The window and the door is open.
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
So this is basically, she's like every one of us that is never happy with how a book ends.
Yeah.
Um,
Although I don't think we'd
Only
quite go.
only she went through it.
no opportunity
Yeah.
to get out to the altar, yeah.
And it's like I'll reach out on Twitter and then I'll delete the tweet.
I love the thing that George R. R. Martin was like looking at this movie going, thank fuck I don't go to Midwest Ops USA or I'm fucked. I stay in my manor and no one talks to me.
The book that she's burning is actually a manuscript for his new, because so he's done with Misery and he wants to get out of the love drama novels, and this was his new one. It was basically about a streetwise kid. It's based like, it's kind of like a semi autobiographical book for Paul Sheldon. And it's about him growing up as a kid, I think like I think that in
It's
the
a
book,
small
I think
ball
the
trying
word
to put-
of it is like fast
Yeah.
Put like a lot of stuff in it.
and that's what it is. But she read it.
Try
the
And
try.
she's like, it's very vulgar. You swear an awful lot in this book, whereas obviously in Miseries,
Yes.
they're not. In the Misery series, there isn't swearing because it's a romance novel.
And then
And
they're doing it wrong.
like that's kind of where she.
Also depends on the time period.
90s. We're looking at the 90s here, Kira, okay? Or not Kira, Laura.
Laura.
No, I meant the time period for the book that he was writing because it looked older style, 1800s. I think he was
For Misery,
for Misery
yeah.
Chastain. So there'd be no swearing in that.
1800s. Yeah, no,
because-
there wouldn't be anything
Yeah,
like that,
fair
which
enough.
is why so many women flocked to these, because they were like the Fabio novels
Yeah.
back in the 90s
Yeah.
and the late 80s. So, but she read his what his new book is, and it's nothing like the old stuff, and she's like, I don't like it. So her version is, you're going to burn the book, and you're going to rewrite Misery. You're going to write another Misery novel, because I didn't like the fact that you killed her off in the end. So that's what her now mindset is on this. It's like, I didn't like the fact that you killed off Misery and then gave birth to a child, so now you have to rewrite that. But you have to burn the only manuscript you have of your biography.
Covered in gasoline, so what did you expect?
It's basically she's just making fun of him.
Yeah.
That's all she's doing. She's just making fun of him at this point.
Untitled by Paul Sheldon.
But yeah, she still has the lighter fluid in her hand.
Never mind the piece that caught on the curtain.
Yeah, that was guaranteed. That was actually taken out of the other shots. So maybe
Yeah.
it is a continuity thing.
And I'm sorry, she's after throwing lighter fluid all on him. Given how close that was and the fact that he was holding the flame,
Yeah.
he should have caught on fire.
Yeah, let's,
Yeah, I should have really.
again, I just want to point out to everyone here again, let's remember, movie logic and logic are not the
Yeah.
same thing.
Exactly.
I know.
Auto ignition is a thing though, and even the vapor would.
Movie logic and logic are not the same
It might
thing.
not be the same thing, but you still expect it to be the same thing.
Not in a Stephen King novel. Bearing in mind, let's go back to Needful Things on this one. The literal devil is the one running the shop. Thing that she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opioid addiction is a real thing.
Yeah.
Really fucking is.
And it's not until later on that he stops taking
Yeah.
pills. He starts to he only stops taking them because he actually has a plan in mind.
Yeah, he's starting to.
This is the
Sweet
worst part
fucking
is,
Christ.
I relate to this bitch so much just for this thing. She's eating a bag of Cheetos. Right, she's got the Coke next to the bag and there's a pig soft toy next to her. I'm like, here I am.
It's the most normal
watching,
thing about it so far.
watching Love Island.
Yeah. It's most.
It's also a thing as well in the book. She actually eats with him. They don't eat separately.
That kind of
She eats.
yeah.
She doesn't eat while but she's in
Yeah.
the room with
But
him.
the control freak thing
They're
that does
watching.
make sense.
They watch
yeah.
TV together
Yeah.
in the book while he's doing it. But in this, it's very much like she keeps him that isolated.
Yeah. It's getting a different
Yeah, it
interpretation
does
of
give it
yeah.
a different interpretation. But again, it's very much kind of.
But at the same time, like we're only seeing that one scene. Like you could infer that like she's watching him like a hawk anyway. So like it would be like kind of like every 20 minutes. Like he's not actually getting any level of peace
Yeah, like in
or
again,
healing. Like
in the book, it's a constant flow.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
constantly around because she's that obsessed
Mm.
with the author. Which again, when you read the book and then when you realise why he wrote this, you're like, Jesus, that makes an awful lot of sense.
Yeah.
The psychotic part comes in because this is what I'd be like to the writers of Supernatural.
Yes.
So-
I didn't like how you ended, so we're gonna do a season 16 and we're gonna bring Dean back from the dead.
And
Again!
and give him and if he has to die, let's give him a proper death. Because that, by the way, I stopped watching the season when that happened.
Do you know
I
what
was
the
at-
funniest thing about it is though as well? It's 5 years have passed.
Still fucking idea.
Right? 5 years have passed from episode 19 and 20. I was like, that actually makes a little bit more sense than that because he is an awful lot older. He wouldn't actually have those reflexes anymore. Plus, Chuck is no longer keeping him in the bubble, whereas Jack said, I'm going to take away everything. You do now have fully free will. So, as much as it pains me to have to say this, Dean did actually get what he truly wanted. He died on an average hunt. He died on a run-of-the-mill hunt like he wanted to, like he always knew
Died in
he
the saddle.
would. Yeah, he actually finally got to die with his boots on, which is literally the best way that I can actually go for it.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't have to Doc Holliday it.
Yeah.
He Wyatt Earped it. He didn't Doc Holliday it.
Yeah, that's true.
I still can't listen to Brother and Nerves. It came on my phone. I had to turn it off because as soon as I hear the opening like notes to Brother in Arms, all I see is Sam walking around. And like it makes me so emotional.
Are those triple K Foxy? Yeah. Are they good? The tips?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, right.
It's spicy.
Are they spicy? Yeah.
A bit spicy.
As I wasn't sure with the.
They're more wedge.
Yeah, they were very
than-
clumpy, so I wasn't sure. Like so.
I've only ever watched that episode once.
Really? Oh god.
It's been like 3 years.
Still not over it.
No.
I'm really not.
Pardon me.
I actually have to get the tissues.
Oh, I thought I was okay.
There you go.
I'm on the. What one is it I've just finished watching? I think I've just finished watching the season where
Foxy.
I'm still in the Leviathan. I'm nearly at the end of the Leviathan part where they've like opened the meat factory and everything. So I'm still on that. So I'm still quite early in.
Do you
To
know,
maybe
actually,
watch.
I've actually come to be okay with season 7. After as many rewatches as I've done, I've actually started seeing all like some of my like most hated seasons are like no longer. I'm like, do you know what? I no longer
It's
hate
still raw.
seasons. I hate
Yeah.
episodes,
Yeah.
but I don't hate it. I've only ever watched the episode once.
God damn, it's been 3 years.
It's the same with the Shield breakup. I've only ever seen it once. It actually upsets me generally that much. But I cannot listen to the song either anymore because it's like, damn, do you know what? They know how to write emotional scenes in that fucking show.
I mean, you see the Shield. Is that
Never
one
okay.
that,
Scars never heal.
Not Michael Chiklis, but the actual Avengers.
that's what I was wondering if it was the Avengers one.
Like, there's an all like I can't watch Michael Collins either.
I
No?
love that film.
As soon as fucking he gets shot and it's
Spoiler.
like, for fuck's sake, 1996.
It's like,
that is not
I
a
love that
spoiler.
film. Spoiler.
That is not a spoiler, but it's like as soon as he's like, no, Mick, no, and you're like,
No,
no,
Mick.
and then it goes to fucking Julia Roberts like coming out after getting her dress fit, and you're just like, no.
Nope.
See, this thing is though as well, it's like, bitch, you decided to do this.
Yeah, this is all
yourself.
in your back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so it is. It's like the manipulation that she has on it is
Yeah.
like is unreal. But then again, it's also like it says, oh, how fucking high were you when you literally hated yourself that much that you were punishing yourself that much for it?
Writers are an interesting thing to unlock sometimes.
Writers
Yeah.
are fucked.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, if I was a therapist and like, oh, well, what exactly is your profession, writer? I'd just be like, oh, you're out of my like.
I can just imagine like someone like, your name is Harlan Ellison. Great. No, do you know what? No, I'm gonna go. You can look after yourself. Cosmic horrors are not my thing. Thanks.
Come on, you can do it.
You get it.
You can do it.
Believe in
A
the claw
fucking
machine.
dire straits running through my head, and I'm gonna cry again because something I need to like.
You're very emotional. Are you okay?
She said she isn't.
Literally, I'm like, a part of me is like, I just want to check my period tracker. I just want to see if the sharks are migrating.
They're heading east. They're heading east, folks. They're heading east.
That is actually 2 days. We've 2 days left. That will explain why I'm highly emotional.
Oh, I understand.
Are you also like in a couple of days rest, are you? That's just like, oh, I mean, what do you
Oh,
think?
considering like this morning I was just a ball of emotion.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it. So actually, my viewpoint was, I better see if the sharks are migrating.
And we all knew what you meant by that as
Yeah.
well. That was the key thing. It's like,
Oh, you know, we all know Amy's terminology for
Yes.
this and all of the words that she has for everything.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
honest to
like,
God, when you live when you
when
live with lads and you put it into that type of term, they loved it. So I was living with 2 lads. I don't think you wouldn't have heard the story.
No.
I was living with 2 lads. I was banging one of them. That's the reason why I moved in. It was easier
Spoiler.
access. And
I was gonna say.
it basically they did not like. And I was like, oh, I don't. It's like it's not that they weren't uncomfortable, but you like they were adult enough to be like. Not piss me off.
Yeah.
But they also wouldn't be belittling on it, but they're like, I don't like saying, are you on your period? Because it sounds a little bit both
Dismissive.
condescending,
Yeah.
dismissive, and also we don't know if you're comfortable enough because we're not that comfortable.
Yeah,
They-
your initial instinct is like it's
like
insensitive.
you have
You think
two
you try and
lads
find
that
a
don't have
telephone, like,
sisters.
dude,
Yeah.
there's
And
no
their
ramps
moms
in
have
here.
already hit menopause, so they're not used to being around
Yeah.
period women.
Find the phone.
So I had said to him, I was like, okay, well we'll call it Shark Week. They did not like that I referred to tampons as tampons, so it was like they'll now be called harpoons. And I was like, if there's snacks in the press that yous are not to touch, I'm gonna put them in my chum basket. So I had chum, I had harpoons, and it was Shark Week. And if my period had hit, I'd be like, oh god, lads, there's sharks in the water.
Could you
So I
imagine
literally-
that? Like,
pardon
me, I want to harpoon my fanny.
We never had to say that because no one's that.
Oh,
gross.
He is that close.
Right. So it was always a sense of when my period hit, and it was like, oh lads, Shark Week is hit, and it would always be like, oh
Shark Week.
shit, alright, is there blood in the water? I was like, yeah, and then it was very much, you need to get harpoons, and they were fine, like they would talk about it that way. But then it got to a point where it was like, if it was a really bad month, it was a great white that had been sighted off the shores. If it was a really good month and it was like none of us noticed it,
Dolphins.
there was nurse sharks.
What?
If it was an exceptionally bad month and I was like just really aggressive, it was a bull shark. And if it was a month where I was just highly emotional but just needed to eat everything in sight, it was a tiger shark. So they knew whether or not, so it was like really bad month, I'm really angry, I'm really hungry. Oh Jesus Christ, a great white has been spotted off the football.
Wrong way round.
And that was how they used to deal with it. I was like,
that's brilliant.
but yeah, so that's how we did it. So when I ended up moving back home, because the rent in the house went up so expensively, the rent where we were staying, so I moved back home, and my two brothers had moved out. My dad's an old school dad, but he likes to be progressive.
Yeah.
So he likes to be able to like, oh, you can talk to me about anything.
Oh, my.
So it's like when I had a particularly bad period, he's like, oh, you got a bad month, and I was like, yeah, Dad, this is what I'm going to call it, so you can now discuss it with me. And he thought it was the best thing in the fucking world. Dad was like, Yvonne! There's a great white off the coast of Ireland! And my mom was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Whereas I'm like, shut the fuck up, Dad! And my mom's like, I got it! And he's like, I'm going off to buy chum! And that was it, like. And like, Dad fucking loved it.
That's the best
To the
thing.
extent where like when Ash came along and like Sarah are now on the phone, so every single one of us now use the same terminology that I set up.
That's brilliant.
So our entire and then when Shark Week actually does happen, my dad's like, oh, Shark Week is on! And I'm like, it is? I'm checking my phone because I forget that's an actual thing, like. But yeah.
I like to think
Sharks are my great niece.
So I think the severity of the month is like how many bars of the Jaws theme you have to hum. It's just like if it's only not too mild, but you got it's like right, okay.
I had an exceptionally bad month where every day was a different shark.
Yeah.
Right? It was like so all over the shop that every time I'd go off by, my dad would do the Jaws theme.
Yeah.
But it was like I'd be heading out to work, like walking down the stairs, and I could hear my dad from his bedroom. Dun, 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 and I'm like, shut the fuck up! Like that's how he'd be doing it. Like, he's progressive, but me and my father together are highly immature two people. Dad went, like, mom went out overnight. She was on a golf trip overnight yesterday. And she got home today. And Dad was like, he got so excited. He's like, your mom's off for the night. I was like, what are you going to do with your free time? Because I'm going to the pub. I was like, good for you. Came home so drunk. And I had already rolled, like I had already kind of knew that I was going to be going to like to my workout and stuff. So I was like, well fuck it, I'll have a drink with you. I drank all the gin in the house. So I think actually I know why I rolled my ankle. I was slightly hungover today. But like it was funny in a sense as well, because when the two of us, we get really giddy. Two of us are very happy drunks. You guys have seen me highly intoxicated on the channel, so you know.
Everyone.
I turn into a giddy. And then just get a slap every now and again. But yeah, so the two of us last night were just like left to our own devices to the extent where we laughed for a solid 20 minutes. What we laughed at, I have no idea. The dog kind of like flopped her ear over. I would imagine that's what it was.
It's like
Actually, I have the photo of what it was that made us laugh for 20 minutes solid. It's the dog did her Jabba the Hutt impression.
Yeah. The ears flip down.
Get back in, James. Get back in, James.
Yeah, so we call her Jabba the Hutt impression.
Oh my god.
She's a little lapdog.
I love that.
I think the best one actually is when she's sitting on my mum. I must actually find it.
Got your damn paper.
That's more Jabba the Hutt than anything. Hold on. Bring me hot
Oh god, yeah.
Bells Jabba the Hutt.
Have them eliminated. Why are they laughing? They're not laughing at me.
I think it's as well, it's like the little kind of like ears that she has.
Yeah.
That's where the
It's-
white fluff is
Yes.
on her. Like that's where the collie genes are.
I feel like there's like she's like personality-wise, she's like a Taylor Swift stan like in real life. It's like this is what they are actually like.
That's a fucking supernatural fan.
That-
We're honest to God, if you want to find the most toxic fandom, it's the supernatural fandom. We are the most toxic group of people you will ever come across, and they all hate each other.
I think K-pop stans will probably give you a run for your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
K-pop would be.
K-pop are
really strong.
delusional.
Yeah.
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 It's
No,
so
literally,
toxic.
No, I've seen.
There's a level of toxicity. It's like when you get the Destiel fans and then you see the Wincest fans together. Like that is a fight to the fucking
But
death.
have you seen K-pop stans who like if someone's like doing like say a behind the scenes thing and they use the abbreviation BTS and they say they give death threats to them because they're using letters that are not
It's like
belonging to them.
why are you using our term?
It's like go
It's
fuck
like-
yourself.
The fact that you don't understand that BTS actually stands for behind the scenes is a little bit more. But Jesus, I've never like. I think it's because I'm not in the K-pop fandom.
Yeah.
That I would ever like really come across it. But Jesus, the supernatural one scared the shit out of me. To the extent where you can't even admit that you're like.
Yeah,
I actually enjoy the show because then you're literally then which group do you fall into?
It's always a perception of fandoms as well. Like I mean, like I've never been.
And it's actually massively, it is like a minority, but it's like the fascists of Ireland. They're just a lot louder than everything else.
There's only 3 of them, but they're out of the library and they won't leave.
You know, for a fact that every single one of their wives were like, oh grand, I can actually go to the solicitor now and get the divorce papers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
He finally left the house.
That's
Wow,
why.
a black man was spotted. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll get him out of my hair for a while.
That's why I've never been like that public as being a Trekkie, because then there's always a negative connotation of like the worst Trekkie you could think of. You know, kind of way.
Do you know what I watched very recently?
Did you watch Trekkies?
I've seen that before
Yeah.
anyway. And
Some fucking zoom on
I
that.
watched
It's like-
Fanboys.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's Cyclops.
Don't
look. I'm not looking at.
There's like a scene in it where they're like fighting Trekkies.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I actually believe this about Trekkie fans. like, I
Some
didn't
of them
realize
are-
it's fucking Seth Rogen.
Some of them are
It's the
very
Trekkie
militant
fan.
about it.
I
Yeah.
was like, wow. I will actually
That would
say
put me
this.
off, wouldn't it? Like.
That looks like such a beautiful setting. Like Colorado mountain area. It looks fucking beautiful.
Well, there was that like period.
Like, I
of
would be in
movies.
heaven being that solitude.
Yeah.
Like
Oh god,
fuck
yeah.
all y'all people. Like that would be my dream. Like I'll invite you over once a month.
Yeah. This would be like there's
So
also
you only
was,
see us once a month.
yeah, that's true. It actually works out.
Exactly, yeah. Like, but the thing about it is, like, I wouldn't text her even that often. It'd be like, is Amy still alive? Well, she sent us a reminder about the once a month week.
Bring more gin. I mean, she keeps saying the same message each month, so I presume it's her.
We don't really talk to her when we get to the house. She stays upstairs. It's the most Norman Bates situation. He has a plan in motion on this.
Yeah.
This is me writing my first email of the day when I log in on a Monday morning.
I hope this finds you well. I was so on point.
It sounds like what is like that?
I think it
It was
might
along
have
the same lines.
been, I think it might have been Aaron actually that sent me this. It was like, or Kira actually possibly, but it's like when someone says I hope this email finds you well, it's just a picture of the little girl crying. It's like, yes, this is how your email found you.
Yeah.
I've definitely sent you similar ones.
Yeah, it's also
not
as
that
well
one.
like Aaron sent me the Ben Affleck one where he's outside smoking. He's just
Yeah.
and it's like you when someone walks in. Which is another thing for Stephen King, is because when he was coming off the drugs, it did reignite his actual passion
Yeah.
for writing again.
Not even a hint?
Me when Dean came back at the end of season 9.
No, that's Amy when I tell her what the ending of season 3 is. It's like, oh yes!
Season 3.
RPG.
Did you tell me what the end of that was?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
You have actually.
I probably have, yeah.
Spoiler.
I remember there was a similar response. It was like, ooh!
Yeah. Although, seeing Dean's eyes open a bit in pitch black.
Yeah.
I was like,
That'll do it, yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of into this. And then it only lasted
Dean,
3
when are you not?
And then it only lasted 3 episodes because someone broke their fucking shoulder because they can't beat a tiny Chinese man. I was just like, you fucking idiot.
It's oddly
Like,
specific.
you
problem.
ruined it for all of us, Jared.
Ooh, scheiße. You okay?
Spike the wine. Spike the wine.
Yeah.
Spike the wine.
Yeah! It's the first time I'll like condone drugging someone. I'd love to see a Muppet version of this.
Oh my gosh.
But
I
like,
thought they did already.
no. Of Misery. No, they fucking didn't.
I'm thinking of Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken.
Right? Imagine a Muppet version of this where James Caan is still the only person, but Miss Piggy is Annie Riggs.
Oh my god, that would be perfect.
Oh, that's good.
That would be good.
Makes the Muppet special seem so much more macabre now, doesn't it? We're all trapped in a fucking cartoon.
time to play the music. It's time to light the lights.
Sing it for you, Chandler!
I love to sing it now.
I'm here to start the lights.
I'm
Acting.
here to set the lights.
Oh no.
I love how defeated he looks. You're just like, oh god.
This is
You know how many
literally
fucking pills
the
I
worst
use.
thing to happen to me.
Forgive me. Here, let me pour another one.
It's like, it's also now in the back of your mind. It's like, did she know or was it a genuine accident?
Oh, I think she
Yeah.
knew.
Pretend this
I think she
never
knew.
happened.
Even in the book though, it actually comes across as like it's a genuine. She might
I would say, like, if you took on my reading of working with control freaks like this, she absolutely knew. Like,
Or at
there's a
least
certain
had a
level
really
of
good
premeditation and deliberation. Yeah, there is.
Bearing in mind, obviously,
Yeah.
when she made
We pretend like this never happened as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm not going to
Yeah.
mention the drugs.
yeah.
But to go through all that and like eventually it's just like I don't like it. I don't like
But
it.
see, that's why she's told him, I'm reading every chapter
Yeah.
to fill in the ends. But also, as she's reading it, don't like it, redo it. So, like so she doesn't like the first chapter. She's already told him you have to start all over again because
Yeah.
you didn't start it with her being buried.
Yeah, you're writing her perfect story.
This is positively the best misery.
We've gone through all 4 seasons.
No, not yet. It hasn't. We haven't. We're only hitting into like spring. We haven't actually
okay.
hit spring yet.
Yeah, it was still snowing there. Behind
Yeah. Book wise, technically.
There we go. There's your time pass now.
That's a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
No.
I'd read that as like.
It's
few months.
literally. It's a couple of months in it.
Yeah, because we're trying to take into
Yeah, 'cause
account
we
it's
never came
Colorado.
out of the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we-
it's-
It
we
melted
don't-
a little, but then there was
It
another
melted a
snowfall.
little bit to the extent where they could find the things because
Yeah.
they're coming into spring, but Colorado would still have snow coming up until March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like-
it wouldn't be until April, May where you actually
where
get
they
the
actually
spring.
where their spring really would start sort
Yeah.
of thing. Like you have to remember, they are literally in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yes. This is where Stephen Green goes, I'm alive again!
It is. It's where his passion is starting to come back
Yeah.
on this one. So now you know that the seasons are starting to change because she she suffers with seasonal depression. Basically, look at it this way.
Oh, that's clever. I like that.
Yeah, when in prison, you know.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's showing us that like he's still planning to escape.
Cozy bed, you can just hear the rain hitting off the window.
Yeah.
YouTube-
Thunderstorm.
Fucking heaven.
We've actually started sometimes putting just rain on YouTube for
Yeah.
falling asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking heaven.
So
it is.
good.
That's one of my favorite things when we were in Florida, and because we always went during hurricane season because it was cheaper. And
probably not as humid.
you'd be surprised.
Even more humid.
You'd be surprised how bad it can be. It's like we were in one of the theme parks one time, and like a thunderstorm hit out of nowhere, like legit hit out of nowhere. It went from sunny skies to pitch black, and we were walking through the park, and it was like rainwater, or as the rainwater was like falling, it was like bath water. It was that warm. It was like and you're like up to your ankles as you're walking through the parks, and eventually we just like we gave up on the ponchos because what was the point?
Yeah, exactly. That's
And the only
Skin dies
rides,
quick enough anyway.
the only rides that were running were the indoor rides. Obviously, all the roller coasters were down. But at that point, you're like, I'm actually just enjoying just walking around the park in the rain,
Yeah.
sort of thing. And
cooling
then
down, like
it took like maybe 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it was blue skies again. And they were like made an announcement, oh, such and such is back on, like you can now start queuing up for rides again. And then I think within like we decided, fuck it, we'll do all the water rides now then, because we're already drenched.
Yeah, it's not
So
gonna get
fuck
any
it,
worse.
Let's do Popeye now, we'll do Dudley Do right now, and then we'll do Jurassic Park, because they were the only 3 water rides that were in Island of Adventure at the time. So we did the 3 of them, and then we were walking around, and I think it took maybe 15 minutes, and then we were bone dry.
I was testing at a festival a couple of months ago, and there was
Months ago? Weeks ago?
Weeks ago,
Weeks ago,
Jesus.
yeah.
Hold on. It depends. By the time this actually gets uploaded, it
That's a
probably
good
was months ago.
But not to date it, of course. But
After an undetermined amount
on
of
a
time.
certain amount of time on the editing floor,
It's like the seasons pass.
we just
We
like
have no
tapping
idea
away.
how much time has passed.
But like they during the festival there was an orange warning for thunderstorms, and I had to mind a donation box for about an hour or two, and you could
Somebody
just
resting
see
in your account.
it was not, well, it was yolks actually, but that's a separate issue. But they actually
Shiny
see
now.
2 different thunderstorms converging onto the one spot. Like you see it there to the west, and a further one down there, and you just see like they're almost like competing to get there first. So like we sent like a message to the WhatsApp group going, okay guys, you need to come now, because we ain't gonna be able to move this donation box in time before that hits. So we're like, for the first time in the only weekend, the promoters actually allowed us to come through the performers area to actually get back to the bottom.
We need to shift the drugs.
Yeah. Well, it was empty. Like it was, I wouldn't mind.
It's like, it was funny though, because it was full of it before the thunderstorm.
Yeah, I wouldn't do about that. But yeah, we just about got back into our tent just as the thunderstorm hit, and just like hearing it bang off the fucking tent was awesome.
I would adore it one night though if you were texting us being like, I'm after finding the purest fucking ecstasy you'll ever come across, lads. It's unreal how pure this stuff is.
It's like
And then all of a sudden, just all of us in the group have 50, 25, like betting on it. 75, 100.
They did find a double dose of Ket. That helps.
Did you have a Heisenberg moment?
We did not have the Heisenberg.
Here we go.
Right, so he's decided to look at her precious memories.
Yeah.
Memory lane.
I'm just weird about the fact that she's driven away in her pajamas with a gun.
But that was
That's
the
a
trap.
normal everyday occurrence for a
But that was the
Dubliner.
trap. I have a gun, and then sometimes I think about using it.
Okay.
So in other words, like if you were to go,
The issue about it is, so it's kind of alluded to in the book, she could be going off to kill herself.
Yeah.
That's
Which
what
would
I
leave him
took from this.
completely isolated.
Yeah.
Because, okay, again, in the book at this point,
Yeah,
someone
she's
has
a
already
Republican.
actually come to the house, not to find Sheldon,
Mm.
but it's because she owed a land tax sort of thing that she didn't pay for it. So Sheldon helps her with sorting this out, and then they go on their merry way sort of thing. But at that point, she's moved him around the house as well.
Okay.
So she's
Yeah.
dumped him in the basement before. But yeah, she used to be the head of the maternity ward.
She's killed to get her way up the chain.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, she hasn't killed those. She
Oh,
hasn't. She's killing the kids. She's killing the babies.
Oh.
She's known to be an agent.
As an angel of death.
mercy.
Mercy.
Is she an angel of mercy or?
She worked in like the ICU.
Okay.
basically. Well, again, the book explains it a lot better, but she works in an ICU. So kids dying didn't actually seem that much of a deal at the time.
Yeah.
But when she moved to a different hospital and it was happening, then they started getting a bit suspicious of it. So she was put on trial for it.
It's very strange, like that. This is what makes her photo album as well. It's like
Well, it would though. Like to her, that's her life's work.
it's her life's work, I suppose. Yeah, it is
It's
that
also
kind of, yeah.
as well. It's alluded to that she did actually kill her father as well, but it was never proved. His death was listed as an accidental death.
Yeah.
And she had married, and her husband had also died in a suspicious way, but it was also listed as accidental. So
I love that.
it's not her first. It's not the first time she's been caught up in
Foxy.
something.
Yeah.
But they haven't been.
Wrong way round. Wrong way round.
Yeah. So with regards to the baby deaths, they weren't really able to prove that she did this.
So she thinks she's actually
Yeah.
that
It
the
could
idea
have
there
just
is she's
been
already
sense
come
of it was
back
an
and been
accident.
Or negligence or whatever. Yeah.
basically. But
because
they
obviously he's
couldn't
not meant to
prove
go
it.
to law.
So she wasn't found guilty of murder in the first degree in a sense.
And to be fair,
She
he
did
hasn't
lose
done
her
any,
job,
like,
however,
physio
but
or
that's,
Yeah.
and also when you
anything
find
to
this out, it
like,
also
help his
explains why
legs.
she wasn't actually lying when
They've
she
just
said
been
she was a
elevated
nurse.
or
Yeah.
And it does
otherwise.
also explain why she has
Which
so much medical
is actually
equipment, why she has so
Well,
much
she is
skills.
yeah,
and
it's,
her
it's a nurse.
You
as
can
well,
keep it
like,
elevated for
nursing
time.
home.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
still
So
have
it's
to
like
do
so.
physio,
But
yeah.
it does explain. She was like, why would
To
some
stop the
randomer
atrophy, isn't it?
have all
Yeah.
Have all
an
access to
IV
this.
and
Yeah,
everything?
yeah, yeah.
So it kind of
So it
gives you
doesn't
back to
swell or
it's like,
Yeah,
get
she's
stuck.
and
not
her muscles
actually
don't
lying.
do
Or you
Or
lose
prevent-
your feet.
about
You know.
Or
everything
prevent
in a
any
sense.
clots from.
So it does kind of add on to that aspect of it.
Yeah.
This doesn't involve animals.
No. Oh no. That's actually shocking. She's not into animal cruelty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We all know what's coming next. We've all seen this.
This does
Have
actually
you
ring
not
a
seen
bell.
this?
This rings a bell.
Sorry.
I've read half of it.
Paralyzing agent to the verge.
She's given him an anesthetic. She hasn't given him a paralyzer. She's basically just knocked him out so she can
She's doped him up.
restrain him.
Yes.
Oh, this is a very nice business. I can hear what.
That's you on a normal day.
That's Dave after a heavy burger.
I will actually say this. I mean, this is an Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she deserved the Oscar that she got for this.
Yeah.
And it's I'm nearly 100% sure it's Mozart's symphony.
It is Mozart's symphony. Yeah.
Mozart.
Mozart's.
Mozart's.
Mozart.
Mozart's symphony.
Mozart is when you do it was like after very.
I'm
very
sorry, but
Yeah.
they're not faint. They ran them all.
So she's had a look around the house.
Yeah.
She already had her suspicions.
Yes.
Yeah, she
She
noticed the
already
penguin
knew. Yes,
was.
the penguin. Yeah.
The game was moved.
So she hadn't actually said, but she only mentions.
The hair
The
clip. Yeah.
No. She mentions the penguin. The penguin. She's like,
yes,
how she.
facing due south.
Yeah,
she always
but she
stays
was like,
inside.
she couldn't figure out how he was getting out. So once she had him knocked out, she was able to basically strip search him
Yeah.
to find out how he was getting out of the room. I can't. I actually. It
Yeah,
makes me
I
so
know what's
uncomfortable.
coming next.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable.
This is the one clip of this movie I've seen. I would look away now.
No, not yet.
Did bones make a noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn away.
I'll watch, but I won't listen. Just tell me when
I
oh dear
actually
God,
wouldn't
was that a
advise-
sledgehammer?
It is
Yeah,
a
it's a
sledgehammer.
sledgehammer. Now, bearing in mind, in the book, she
Tap
uses an
with
axe.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Almost done. Just one more.
And it's done.
Um,
And we're done. We're done.
Yeah, I knew.
it's that
I knew
first
what
one
was
when it
It's,
coming.
goes.
it's just because
yeah.
you actually see the first
Yeah,
one.
when it goes left.
It's just when you see it, right? In the book, she full on gets the axe, right?
Mm.
And I was reading it outstretched on the couch.
Oh
right?
no, the feet would have come up.
Right? And as soon as I realised what she was about to do, my legs tucked underneath my ass so fucking quick that my mum came in because I'm banged off the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like my mum's like, what's wrong? And I was like, she's about to hobble, and my mum's like, oh! And my mum had to leave. My mum left the room. I'm reading a book, and my mum left the room.
Yeah.
So what happens in the book?
Oh no.
Right. So what happens in the book is she places she gets the
What?
Block.
She gets the block.
Wait, what did she say there?
Oh,
Probably moved it on.
she
She's
swears
giving
it.
out.
Yeah, because he tried to pull down in front of her. So what happens is she gets the 2x4, she puts it in between, and she chops off the ankle. She chops off the foot. Then she gets the arm and she castrates it there and then.
Yeah.
And this is explained.
Cauterize?
Cauterize.
Thank you.
Not castrate.
Cauterize. Sorry, she might have done that as well. Right? But it's
comes later.
explained. It's explained in the book in so much fucking detail.
Yeah.
You can smell it. He explains it that well. You
Yeah.
can smell what she's just. You can smell the burning flesh. Like, and it just made me so uncomfortable that I was like, I was 10 minutes I had to put the book down. I was like, I need a breather because it's so, the tension in the book is so much. You're just like, oh my god, I need a minute. And then when I saw the film I was like, oh thank god it's not an axe she has in her head. But then you actually see the way the foot bends and you're like,
I think I'd prefer the axe, to be completely honest.
But that's the thing, I see. Like, as someone who's broken his ankle and has heard that exact noise happen to you.
Yeah, you don't like seeing it happen to someone else. It just brings back memories.
But even being in hospital, waiting for someone to look at it, and the leg is just hanging there, waiting to be looked at for hours.
I was like,
hours.
That's the way I was like with my knee.
Yeah.
Before they when my knee.
Well, you know something is just not right.
When my knee was dislocated and like the kneecap was like to the side, and I'm just looking at it, I'm just like, is someone going to do something about this anytime soon? They're like, we're waiting for painkillers to kick in for you.
They had to wait for me because I had just eaten before it happened, so they couldn't basically. They had to wait for me to finish digesting.
Oh, it's just.
I wasn't on nitrous oxide, so I wasn't feeling anything. So that was good.
Buster knows he's on the right track.
Yeah. Because of course he's been reading the books, just to even see like.
It's not even that. It's like he's like, I've no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
We've no leads in anything, so he's like, fuck it, I may as well read the book.
Because that's what he said. He's like, I might as well know the.
That would be the ideal response.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
You took my
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Or the pig in this case.
Or the pig, yeah.
No one is fucking a pig.
No. Not unless you're that episode of.
None of us are David Cameron here.
Yeah,
right?
the only thing fucking pigs around here are Tories.
Tory,
One Dave.
It's about that?
Bit more.
One Dave.
3.
There you go.
No?
Yeah. I think
Show
we're
and
going
dance.
Oh, that's great.
When I saw that episode, when I saw Show and dance, I was
to
like,
need to get another batch of this.
Duly noted.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a good Coca-Cola, yeah? It's a good, like...
Yeah, it's good.
When I
It
watched
would be
the
nice
Show Up and Dance
with lemonade as well, though.
when I watched the Show Up and
It would be
Dance
very nice
episode,
with lemonade
I
as well.
Yeah.
I was
Nice.
like, no, I actually can't.
Oh no, it's a twist in that one.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, no, because like you literally had me rooting for this fucker.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I can't.
Oh, here's the basement bit. Okay.
This is one basement bit, yeah.
Thank you.
I haven't tried any seasons of Black Mirror now, but I'll jump
I'll
in
be
at some
honest, the
stage. Yeah.
Bandersnatch kind of pissed me off a little bit.
With the whole setup or the.
It was just because I could never get the fucking engine I wanted.
Yeah. I was surprised. I actually got that first time. I was surprised. I was really surprised.
When I went back and I looked at No.
There's.
It won't sit well.
If we can make a gin variant of it, we'll try. But
No,
Well, it's not the fact that there's no juniper. It's made with the same neutral grain.
so yeah, fair.
My reaction, I'm not
It's just me and vodka are not good bedfellows.
I understand.
It's different when I'm drinking it in a cocktail.
Yeah.
It's weird because like she
there's
does
not-
look so innocent in a way, doesn't she?
Mm.
Like with the door
That's why I
eyes and
can't drink
everything,
Long
you wouldn't
Island
think
anymore.
that was the same
Yeah.
person.
Well,
Yeah.
I was born in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Stop.
Of
You
course, you must know all
really
that.
need to stop doing that. Because I used to be in and around the 1940s, in and around the 1980s, in and around the 1800s. And he was like, I know what you're doing and you're technically correct, but you can't get away with this for much longer.
Yeah, I
I was
used
like,
to do
damn
that.
it.
No, one trick was like, and 3 years later.
I wouldn't even remember that though. Like,
Mine was like, after a brief period.
After some time.
After a brief period, or
This was later followed by.
following on from.
Yes.
And it was very much, he's like, look, it's well written, you have got details correctness, you need to start giving the actual dates, because it's basically shown that you're not retaining certain information. I was like, it's because I'm not retaining certain information.
it's like me and numbers new.
She's giving away a lot of information straight away.
She's
trying to build an alibi.
It's not. No, she's not. Not at all. There's no alibi given here whatsoever. She's given him exactly what he wants and what he needs. Because she knows that if she doesn't tell him everything now, he will have reason to come back.
Yeah.
Plus, she's also telling him, I'm writing the book. I'm writing a new book. She's basically, I'm a fan fiction writer.
Yeah.
Look at what I've done. Look at how well I've done. I've studied everything there is about this man. I know everything there is about this man.
Yeah, because the first thing she says when he opens the door and asks for information is start reiterating like his mum and dad's name when he was born.
This is like this woman. Okay, she's a fucking super fan. I don't want to have to deal with her again.
Yeah. Like instinctively, he'll go like.
The only issue is she doesn't know how much information he actually knows about her.
You're lonely, living out here all by yourself.
Well, I always say you can't enjoy your own company. You're not good company for anyone else.
Sounds like a point.
That's an excellent point.
Yeah. I must be great company because I love my own.
Look at her like.
So creepy.
Like legit, like now the co-worker is now starting to come to me in a sense where like she is like smiling through like a murderous rage.
Yeah.
It's like I want to kill you, I want to get rid of you, but I will smile happily as I fuck you up, like stab you in the fucking back, like.
Yeah.
God, she was a cunt.
Jesus, that was a hard scene.
There's a lot of fame in every job.
No, it's just a very hard scene. Like, you've been
very
holding
forceful.
On to that.
I've been traumatized.
Yeah, he's been holding on to that cunt.
And this is after several venting sessions.
Yeah.
Several.
Kira's not your therapist. She's mine. All right.
Wait, hang on. Does that mean
she's mine? Aaron, I'm Aaron's.
Okay, right. So we need.
I'm also Aaron's friend Jake.
We need to redraw the circle here.
Aaron has a friend called Jake who lives down in Cork, and Jake is an absolute little sweetheart. Right? He's fucking adorable, but bless him, he makes the wrong decisions when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
Right. And I am a true coach. Okay. I can coach you through a relationship. I just can't have one by myself. Right?
Yeah.
And it's great. And literally, Aaron was like, "Here, Jake has a bit of an issue, and he wants to hear advice on it." That was literally a voicemail Aaron sent me.
2 belts on.
Jake's having an issue. Can you type out a response? This is what's going on. But that's where we're at in life. But don't be taking my therapist. Paying her in sex is not fair.
You hearing this, darling?
No.
Sex is not payment. Anything.
For goods and services.
It can be exchanged for money and goods and services.
Yes.
To be fair, I think we're getting away with just a head scratch at the minute.
Can you not say scratch?
Oh no, I say scratches too.
No, I just come to me. It's like an awful lot of things are contributed as scratches.
Yes.
In you.
Tina gets squishes.
Yes.
He gets squishes.
Whoa!
Bye bye, Buster.
You gotta be kidding me. That's what he's thinking, fuck's sake.
Didn't expect that.
I love the fact that the cross is so prominent.
Yeah.
In everything she does. It's like you are that crazy Christian. You were outside the abortion clinics on a Saturday morning.
Oh yeah.
While someone's just trying to get their fucking chlamydia medication.
Yeah.
You're like saying abortion is murder.
It
It's
was
like, I
mad.
literally just want to stop the scratching.
There was nurses that had killed children in hospitals since this.
It still happens today.
That is a major complex that like doctors and everything have though as well. Like they see it as a mercy killing.
It's like God complex,
Yeah.
a bit, isn't it?
That's the thing is, like, I think is like actually nursing as well has one of the highest rates of like school bullies actually go in to become nurses, and it is purely because of the amount of control.
Yeah, one of my
and power.
school bullies went to become a nurse.
It's the amount of control and power
yeah.
that people maintain as a nurse.
That kind of like responsibility as well. So it just
It's not.
floats.
I don't think it's a response. I think it's just because it's like I'm in power here. I'm in control.
Yeah.
And I can tell you to do whatever the fuck I want. And it actually is. It's a massive fucking thing. It's like, and it's it's a very prominent thing in America as well, because like an awful lot of people say is like, yeah, it's shocking to find out how many like control freaks or how many lads with anger management all became police officers in America.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not surprised by it. It's like how fucking trigger happy so many of them are.
Yeah.
Especially with
Wife and happy
because
in
the entry
general.
level is so low in America that literally I could
Like
be there for 3 weeks and I could be a
funny.
police
Yeah,
officer.
it is. It's the funniest thing about it is like there's no real kind of like.
There's no like.
At least like
guidance,
with
so-
Ireland and stuff like that, you actually have to go to a specific guarded college before you can become a guard.
Yeah.
And even then, you're still on a 1.5 probation
Yes.
before you're considered an actual guard. You don't get your fucking number. You still have to wear the stripes.
Yeah, and you still got like
Before
physical, psych tests.
You have to do a
everything.
Just
physical
as
every.
like asked,
Yeah.
is there a psych test?
Yeah, there will
There
be.
is a psych evaluation that's done. It's not a test per se,
But yeah.
but there is an evaluation done.
The trains.
I was too impatient with putting it on so that they have.
So she's read the entire book but the last chapter.
Oh, that is the ultimate dick move. I love it.
If they had the mango one, I would have gone with the mango one. Because the mango one is amazing. It's like
I know.
Solero.
I need a spoon.
Like, yeah.
This is like when you read a fan fiction on FanNet, on FictionNet, and the bastard hasn't uploaded the last chapter. Oh, burn!
Boom.
It's like if Trunchbull, like just kidnapped an author.
Yeah. Oh, not
In the eyes! In the eyes!
Oh.
The heel move.
It's Vader time!
It's just a little flesh wound. It's still good. It's still good.
It's just a shoulder.
The spear! Spear!
It's just a neck.
Ultimate, like, rough sex. Like,
Yeah. Well,
I think Ruff's
gouge
putting
out
it
the eyes, shoot you in
mildly.
the
what would you
shoulder.
mean by ultimates there?
It ends in death.
Oh, okay, right. Emotional damage!
Damn.
Ugh. Oh, she's a twisted.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come
Foxy,
on.
call him.
Foxy! Foxy was the fault!
This is clearly your note.
Oh!
Lads, he missed 3 or 4 last night.
Did she just trip up and land on that typewriter?
Oh, he tripped her up with his,
Oh,
with his fucking leg.
His,
He literally went like that.
hold on while I use this appendage.
Will that be considered as using a weapon?
It's hard to say. Like, at the... Like, it's a fight.
Intent wasn't there
Yeah.
for that. However,
Yes.
his intent when he hit her in the first place
Mm.
was. So, yes. However, the argument.
Tickle,
between
tickle.
these- Considering he's being-
Tickle fang!
The pig! The pig!
And
The
he's
pig!
fighting
Oh,
for
the
himself.
symbolism. The symbolism is
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Right in the pewter.
Come on, Paul.
Oh my good god.
Oh, douche.
Boing.
It's like the iron scene in Home Alone. It's like Gimli in Lord of the Rings and the fucking Uruk-hai fall on him. Oh, she looks fantastic.
Don't she, Josh?
Shark Week.
Love how they do those kind of shots just to see how long they can actually hold their eyes open
She's
I know.
a pirate.
and
Yeah.
just
She's not afraid
stare
of
into the abyss.
Yeah.
18 months later.
Oh, see, now we get the update of time.
Is this where he enters Elf?
It's all in the same universe.
Oh my god.
A change of scenery.
Brilliant.
That's very good.
It's all the same universe.
Fucking prove it, bitch.
Yeah. Hold
Big
me
bits.
hostage for 6 months and get back to me.
Big boots to fill
Follow
there.
me or nothing.
Or nothing!
Oh, that is the greatest.
The way to end the movie as well!
Or nothing. That's beautiful. Also,
That's herself.
That's yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Misery.
That was Misery.
What do you think?
I liked it. Do you know what? Like,
I liked it.
No,
It brought me
was
back to
very
my own
good.
childhood with me and Captain Kirk.
no, like, I would want to watch it, like, by myself to kind of get the actual,
Want to
the
get pointers.
All the little bits that got
other
missed.
bits I missed in between. Yeah.
Shocking.
But yeah, no, in some parts of this movie were way too real. For certain aspects, just the control.
Kira?
Was it true?
What?
Was it all true about like
Kira, what the fuck are you doing?
No, not the
And
Kira.
it's real.
No, it was this.
Kira, what the fuck is he doing that it's real?
No, as in the co-worker, like the
Yeah.
actual
Oh.
person. I remember at the top of this, I was saying like this girl will remind you of her, and it's like, yeah, it does actually.
Jeez.
Like, and that's the saying. It's the real scary part is that people like that walk among us,
yeah.
and you give them that little bit of power, that little bit of control,
Oh,
and my
yeah.
God, will they abuse it?
Do you know what the gas thing about it is as well? The amount of true crime that I listen to on
Twitter.
a daily
Yes.
basis. I was like, yeah, actually, in an awful lot of them, I'm like, Jesus Christ, they actually can like put this down and you swear you were listening to somebody's playing.
Think about all the serial killers that didn't get caught.
Yeah.
At the moment in the US, there is a minimum of 50 active serial killers
Yeah.
today.
minimum?
Minimum of 50 active.
I bet you most of them are on Instagram.
I'd say every single one of them is on Instagram.
That's how you can tell them apart.
But it's like it's because they haven't figured out a tell on people, or they don't know.
Yeah.
It's just they haven't made the correlation as to certain crimes together.
They've
That's
evolved.
why they can
Across
only
state
say
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
that's
watch
why
Criminal Minds.
but that's literally what they can say. Minimum of 50. So when you realise it's like, if the minimum number that you have is 50, what is the actual number?
Yeah, exactly. That's the number they know of.
Oh,
like,
that's
the 50 is
too
what they've established. That's probably understand.
Clean water saying boy.
That'll stay in.
I love it, like when that's happening, like I'm in the background licking raspberry gooey off a piece of plastic.
She's like,
I have a very long tongue.
It's good to know.
It's very long.
damn.
I know.
Calm down, Foxy.
I also know what to do with it. Hold on.
Down, boy.
Oh my God, we're drinking this in a whole new level.
What? Am I missing?
White chocolate pellets, here we go.
Are you able to like tie a knot with a fucking thing or something?
I
With white
can
chocolate.
tie a knot with licorice. It is shoelace. I can use my tongue to tie a knot.
Fucking hell.
Dave is watching. Dave wants to see your tongue.
Nice.
I know.
So,
Gene Simmons would be proud.
Misery. Outside of the.
4.5 out of 5
Oh, very good. Sorry, that's just
on the lime scale.
Yeah.
4.5 limes.
that's just King himself now, just calling in to say that he disagrees with your review. Right.
So the reason why I'm asking Jonathan mainly the questions because Jonathan is the one who hadn't actually seen it.
Yes.
Because the other person who hadn't actually seen it is sitting in the toilet.
Laura, what's your review? Fine, then, ignore me.
I haven't even heard like the stream start yet, so I don't know.
Slip a note under the door.
Lock it.
I like to think we could wait until she's finished.
Thank you for watching our movie.
Lock the door and throw it.
Sorry, yeah, we were waiting.
We're waiting for your review.
Oh,
Hey, don't close the door. We were listening to that.
spin, boys, spin. No, I really enjoyed that.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'll get that.
Okay.
Fucking head.
I did, I was sat there going, am I hearing a phone? No, I really enjoyed it. It was, I think I'm going to have to do it Jonathan and Seaton rewatch it again. Because there was little bits I missed.
It'll never be the same
But
as
I
the
could
Weekend at Amy's version, though.
I could see the bits where, like, you could take either way, like the bit where she went away with the gun, either being the threat, or I took it as she's going away to possibly kill herself.
Yeah.
But no, it's very dark, but very... It was underlying dark.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm very impressed with it.
Yeah.
You want to call KC? Tell him Katey Bates is in the ground?
It's okay, he just woke up, he's on the way.
That makes sense.
Tell him Katey Bates is in the ground.
Or PK. The Bates is in the ground. Or PK is in the
The
ground.
eagle has landed.
The pig
Definitely
is
deserved
The
the...
pig is in the sty.
The pig is in the sty.
The bacon is on the plate. The bacon is on the plate.
The pewter.
They're taking the hobbits to Isaac.
Isaac God! I will not say anything Hobbit shaped to KC.
Try a teeny time.
Hobble me or nothing, bitch.
Oh shit.
What's this?
Try.
Oh,
Is this a cake that you'd made previously, or is it
No,
still
it's
new
not.
one?
Oh.
Too bitter for you?
Oh, hell yeah.
So you like bitter?
Good.
6 out of 5.
Oh my god.
Maybe 7.
Delicious.
Give it a minute, let it settle.
So on our
I get the after eight.
yeah.
Oh, very nice.
It's
So what are they?
They're just chocolate
It's
truffles.
just a bit.
From the.
Yeah, if you don't like dark, like
Oh, I
Easter
like
egg.
that. I like that a lot.
That is nice.
So that's the kind of thing I could
That's
eat
okay.
but not have too much of, so it
There's
feels like an
actually-
actual
there's-
treat, but
yeah.
no,
you feel like you've stuffed your face at the same time.
Yeah.
Literally, you could probably get away with a chunk that's probably about that.
Yeah.
And you'd be fine.
That's the
Oh,
most
But anything
fucking
bigger
Amy needs to
is
know
like,
that
no.
fact response
Then you're in a vomit.
I've never had in my entire
No,
life.
it wasn't that. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm stuffed.
Oh my
That's not fun feeling. That's not fun.
Shall we wrap this up then?
I mean, if you want to, Foxy, like, you know, you're close to the microphone. You
So-
should do the outro.
No, fuck off.
It's not my
I'm
fucking
Foxy and
show.
this is Botchamate. Oh, wrong program.
Yeah.
So we're actually in consensus here that we all genuinely enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is a movie that we have watched previously, and that the two who haven't seen it would actually watch it again.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Again, yes.
Right?
Definitely.
Read the rest of the book is what my recommendation.
I will now that I've seen that.
I highly
Yes.
recommend reading the rest of the book.
I'm
For the
even
rest
going
of
to
yous who
retry
aren't-
Shining.
For the rest of you that aren't actually that well inclined to read them, I'm nearly 100% sure that someone has uploaded an audiobook version of this to YouTube.
Ooh.
Oh.
All hangs on the narration, though.
It does. The narrator is
it's-
very important.
I've listened to it on audiobook on this one on YouTube, and it's the tension is built.
See if they could
Did
have
not
got. See
know
if they
they
could
did
get Vincent
audiobooks on
Price to
YouTube.
narrate that book.
Good luck.
This is
Oh
misery.
my lord.
Good fucking luck.
Give it
Oh,
a
imagine
VI.
what it would be like, though. I don't mean he's gonna fucking.
It
do
would
that
be
now,
fucking
you know.
unnerving in more ways than bloody one day.
That's the point.
Alright.
Vincent Price.
Especially if he
Jesus.
starts talking about like eggshell feet.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we will be back again.
I need to pee.
Dave's going to be.
The road
We'll be
needs
back
to know.
again during the month where we continue our Stephen King binge. I was going to say our Stephen binge. Where we continue the binge, and we will be watching Shawshank Redemption, which is based off the novella Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. I know, yeah. And that's going to be with, of course, who's in that? That's Robert Derwent is our director for that one, and then we have Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
Yes, yeah, Tim Robbins.
Fantastic
Tim
movie.
Robbins.
Just
Tim
on.
Robinson.
Robbins.
Or Robbins.
Robbins.
Yeah, that's what I was I was trying to figure out.
I know,
Tim
I
Robbins or Robinson. And Tim Robbins, and it is a fucking beauty. I love this movie. It's a long one. That's the only thing though.
Milk chocolate.
So
Milk chocolate. What
good
the
luck
fuck?
because we will be in there for at least
Milk
2.5
chocolate truffle.
hours.
Yes. And while we're
I'm looking at that and I'm looking at this. I'm like, what the fuck?
So yeah.
Milk chocolate.
Yes.
Dark
So-
chocolate.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Weekend and Amy's. Of course, I. What did he just say?
Thank you.
Of course, I've been the ever gracious host, along with Jonathan here.
And Dad's been the ever shitting Dave.
That's been
Never
Dave.
It's like
been.
so apt.
That's actually not bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's very good as well.
That's very fun.
I didn't greet.
Yeah.
I didn't
Dave,
pee it
good.
out, yeah. I didn't pee long enough to greet KC out the window. That was gonna be.
Have you washed your hands?
This is like the first time he hasn't been. He just also heard the word.
Distracted, yeah.
You heard chocolate?
You're distracted.
But I'm not letting him put it
So
on
good, no.
to here unless he washes his hands.
The only thing is, I need to pee. So when he came out, I was like, "Grand," and then you're like, "Do you wash your hands?" Back in the seat.
He's only going for a bonus piss now, just to
I'll make it worth my while. Let's go for a quick wank.
I just checked there, by the way. The actual Misery audiobook on Audible is narrated by Lindsay Cruz,
Ooh.
who was Professor Maggie from Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
So, in case someone's out in the morning, so there you go.
Oh, I might have to give a listen to that one.
I didn't pay for it. I listened to it for free on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've got a subscription for Audible, so
No,
I tend
yeah,
to.
I
good
highly
at that.
recommend
But
getting
I love
the
it.
open window distracted me.
I've got 2 versions of Lord of the Rings as well
What we got
at the
here?
moment.
There's actually Stephen Fry does.
He does all the Harry Potter.
I'll
He does
just
the
end
Harry
it here.
Potter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
I
thank
just-
you for joining us. We'll see you next time when we're
This is
when
Lisa.
we're basically planning our escape from prison. Hey. Oh my fucking ankle.
I'm in it there.